everyone. I decided to give you a little view of what California looks like, at least in my very own backyard. For those of you who are still braving the frost, maybe this will be a little bit more enlightening for you. Summer's around the corner for a lot of us, whether the weather says so or not. And that being said, it's time to get into the colors, it's time to get into the fun, and it's time to bust out our spring makeup, our spring trends. My dog is wandering around some of the food I have here. I'm just trying to keep an eyeball on her. Oh, I did want to do makeup and non-makeup related favorites for you guys today, simply because I think, especially as a vegan blogger or a cruelty-free blogger and a yoga-like blogger, somebody who's incorporated a lot more natural things into my lifestyle, I think that sort of goes hand in hand with inner and outer beauty as well. What you put into your body, what you do to your body also radiates and gives you a certain life that makeup cannot or makeup can enhance. So I am going to start with the makeup related goodies, and so that way if you're not into the whole lifestyle aspect of being a vegan, vegetarian, yoga person, you can kind of skip the last part. Cool? Alright, so let us begin with a little bit of skincare. And I wanted to begin today with Andalou Naturals Fruit Stem Cell Science Clementine C Plus Brightening Toner. This stuff is fantastic. It not only works as a toner, but it also works as a setting spray. So if you're somebody who notices that your makeup could use possibly a little depowderization as well as a little bit of a setting, this will work for that. And that's essentially what a setting spray does. It does tone down the powder in our makeup and kind of sets it into the skin. So it's not going to be, you know, an alcoholic setting spray where it really just kind of firms it up across and against your face. I find that to be very drying and a little harsh. I like this one very, very much, and I do plan on trying new toners in the future. I think a lot of brands came out with really fantastic ones in the recently. I want to try more things from Zadig. So this might be the last time I purchased this one for a while. That is not to say that I did not thoroughly enjoy this one, because I think it is fantastic. For some people, the orange smell might be a lot. On the other hand, some of us who really do like orange and could use a little bit of vitamin C might really thoroughly enjoy this. And if you live in a really hot climate like me, keep this in a cool area and it's all the more refreshing. And if you live in a cold area, just keep it at room temperature and you're good to go. Try not to change the variance on the temperature, because it will change the overall way it works. And we're still on skincare, then into colors. I love this. This is the Clean Cauldron Whipped Body Butter. Utterly fantastic. This is the scent chocolate. This is now available on the Etsy shop Clean Cauldron, as in which cauldrons. I love to mix this chocolate body butter, which is based with shea, virgin coconut, jojoba oil, and various fragrances, vitamin E, rosemary, and grapefruit. I love to mix it with the chocolate with the lavender, and then you end up with this really gorgeous, tasty aromatherapeutic combination. And yes, you can eat lavender, so it still gives you that taste satisfaction. I plan on doing more aromatherapy foods on my vlog channel. Grace Vlogs is now the name. It's the same channel it was before, Miss CC Vlogs. I just changed the name through Google+. But yeah, also I really love the blood orange whipped body butter from Clean Cauldron. Shop is now available. This is just very yummy, citrusy, and rich. Another item I really, really like is the Clean Cauldron Peppermint Lip Butter. So great for your lips. And the peppermint sensation in a lot of lip products tends to naturally exfoliate your lips. It's also a plus if you have dry lip issues and you want to wear more pigmented colors. I also really like these lip tints from Clean Cauldron. This lip tint in Purity is so natural and so juicy and so red on, but it looks a little sheer, so if you're not used to using I guess if you're used to using full coverage lip color, this might be a bit sheer for you, but if you're somebody, once again, who suffers from severely dry lips and can't really get away with those pigmented colors, this would be nice to have. You could also put this on after your lip products or on before and to get that glossy shine. Fire Dust is also really yummy and nice, and they both kind of have a butterscotch undertone to them. So I definitely highly recommend. I also really like this. I know it's another body care, body brand thing aside from Clean Cauldron, but it's Ivy's Apothecary Body Butter, which I was using way before I got the Clean Cauldron products. And I will also link Ivy's Apothecary in the bottom bar. If you're somebody who likes a mixture of peppermint and chocolate, I actually use this one through the winter. It is a different formulation, obviously, and I have numerous times forgotten to put this in my favorites, and it should have been the last two or a few, or even, you know, back. And so good. So good. Sorry, I'm only bringing out one of these, but I do have a couple of their conditioners and shampoo just to share with you guys, because the dogs are around me and I don't want them to knock stuff over if they haven't already. Nature's Gate shampoo in herbal. I absolutely love the herbal one. I love that the conditioner is this really sort of natural brown color. It feels like I'm literally taking nature's ingredients and putting them in my hair. Now, it is sulfate free, so it's not gonna bubble up or anything like that. It might feel too natural for you guys, but honestly, I know some people say that they don't feel clean necessarily using natural products. In all honesty, I was actually really kind of freaked out when I had this in the shower. I felt like it was roughing up my hair at the very first, and now it's actually just really softening it. My hair just lays very soft now. It has jojoba oil in it, so that feeling of having my hair very dry went away almost immediately. Dog wants to bark. Let's get it back into color cosmetics since we're going that way. And I wanted to go into Too Faced since we got some various brands here. Alright, first things first, yes, I am going to go ahead and say the chocolate bar was one of my favorites this month once again. It's got just really gorgeous neutral tones in here. I think that this palette tends to receive a 50 out of 50 rating depending on who's reviewing it. And I think some people really like 50% of the colors in here, and then 50% of the people do not like the palette simply because of the colors they can't use. I think that's very standard with a lot of palettes. Some people will always find parts of a palette that is not particularly usable. I find the colors all very usable. I'm very comfortable with colors. It's just a matter of taste. Some of these colors are a little stiffer to blend, and I do think that Too Faced is trying out new formulations. The bonus or the plus about using colors that are stiffer to blend out is if you do have a creasing problem or a fallout problem, they definitely are a little bit more forgivable in that respect. I really enjoyed from Too Faced were the Sweethearts, Perfect Flush Blushes. I really do love all of them, but this month in particular, I really enjoyed Peach Flush. I'm wearing it today. I don't know if you could see in the sunlight right here. You probably can. If I were closer, you probably could see it more. But I absolutely love this. And now I also really like my Too Faced Endless Summer. I think it's a very perfect gentle contour, and I absolutely love this one because it's not too orange, not too cool toned, not too deep. I think a lot of people can wear this color. A lot of Asian women can wear this color, white women, Hispanic women, depending on how deep you are. Absolutely love this bronzer. And I love that it has sort of a gild in here, and it makes it softer and easier to blend. As I've said, and many people have said, mattes can be very difficult to sort of buff out. Now, since we're on the subject of face products, I'm going to go into Hourglass, and I absolutely love my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blushes. I recently posted a review. I'll go ahead and stick that link in the bottom bar if you want to check it out and have not seen it in your subscription feed or didn't know I posted it. Same thing, right? Somebody's outside in their backyard, so I was like, wait, what's going on? I like Mood Exposure a lot. Now, keep in mind these colors do oxidize, as I stated in my review. This is a lovely sort of plummy bronze color. So if you're somebody who wants to try out some purples, and if you're afraid, that one's a very natural, forgivable one. Hourglass doesn't really do crazy colors. They do have some beautiful deep lipsticks, but a lot of very high-end or couture brands tend to stick with a certain safety mode when it comes to colors. Luminous Flush is another one of my favorites I've used this month. And if you're into peachy pinks, or as they describe this, which I don't fully agree, champagne rose. I really love my Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I really do. And a couple of my favorites from Makeup Geek are, of course, the starter kit with all the beautiful, very normal colors that you can do a lot of different looks with. And then, of course, the palette I created myself. A lot of my favorite colors in here are Vanilla Bean, Preppy, Wisteria, the warm purple down here, and I absolutely love the pinks from Cosmopolitan to Simply Marlena to Razzleberry. Let's get into very natural brands. I love Silk Naturals. This is the Cream Blush in Panache. This is a Dupe Max Fabulous, and it's really gorgeous. Very cheerful, deep, creamy coral with a soft gold gild. OCC Cream Color Concentrate in the shade District, a really gorgeous, rich tomato red that can look very soft and natural on with your bronzer and your highlighter applied and just really buff it out. As far as lip products go, I wore a lot of natural, very sheer lip products because my lips have been very dehydrated. So I loved my Pacifica Gloss, my Moisturizing Mineral Lip Shine in the shade Ravish. And I also really like the Aubrey Lips. This is the only lip gloss I've ever found that has shea butter in it. Absolutely delectable. Strawberry Frost. And it goes on very sheer, but it is very color or tone enhancing, or lip enhancing over a or even a pink lip. Okay, let's get into yoga products, and then we'll go into food. Because typically you have the munchies after you work out, so we'll go that way. Okay, I'm very particular when it comes to yoga brands because I don't like my mat to be to glide out from under me, and I don't want my clothing to ride down, clearly. So I really liked this 90 Degree brand. I never pay full price for athletic wear. There's just no sense. I'm not somebody who's going to go on Lululemon today and purchase yoga wear. I think there's just better ways to spend your money, whether you have a lot of money or not. Because you're just going to sweat in these. You're going to want to yank them right off after yoga and stick them in the washer. I really like these. I love the designs of 90 Degrees. I've been getting into more colorful pants. Not just because I've been getting more tone, but just to have some fun with my yoga wear. Because I kind of never really did before, but once again, still never purchasing full price. Another brand I like is RBX. Live Life Active. And right now, a lot of yoga trends are changing. So we have the straight leg, which is really popular right now. A lot of people are just wearing plain printed leggings. And that's fine too, because they're all over the stores right now for like $99, or buy two get one free, or buy one get one free. So these are obviously athletic wear, which I think is generally easier to wear in a yoga class because they do cut out a seam in the crotch so you can spread your legs. So basic regular clothing will not do that, will not have that function. I also really like Joe Boxer and have been for years. It's available at Kmart. You can get their undergarments, their sleepwear, which has always been a favorite of mine, as well as yoga wear, where they are now doing yoga wear. I absolutely like yoga wear to mimic fashion somewhat. This gorgeous, very ventilated, high-low wear top is excellent. You can just pop your sports bra under it if you're confident. You could pop your bikini under it if you want to do some yoga by the beach, or you can pop just a tank top underneath this, which is what I do. And last, but of course not least, you need a good yoga mat. Do not get one that has PVC, is made of plastic or straight rubber, because think about it. You're inhaling your mat. Every time you go down, your head is this close to your mat. Last thing you want is to inhale toxic fumes or have your head or body near something toxic. So you're literally laying on it, living on it for at least an hour and a half a day. That's a lot of living on your mat if you're a huge yogi. So I would definitely recommend getting yourself a very comfortable yoga mat, maybe even having more than one or two. You'll notice that your yoga mat gets less forgivable as it ages, so you probably will notice you'll need to replace it. By less forgivable, I mean you'll notice a little bit more slippage, a little bit more slidage, and then you'll need to replace it. Your mat should not get gross. I've heard so many people say this. My mat is gross. I had to get a new one. It's like, no, you should actually clean your yoga mat and you will not have that issue. The only way it should get grody is if the textile starts ripping up and then it becomes kind of impossible to clean all the little particles. Now, I do recommend having a mat with texture. That way you can grip your mat and you won't just need it to be like a sticky, firm surface. I've also heard some people say they don't clean their yoga mat because they want it to be as sticky as possible. That's gross. You're literally slipping in your own aged sweat. So clean your yoga mat after class, not before. I've also seen people clean their yoga mat before class. It's like you're just going to be slipping in cleaner, so be sure to let it dry before using it again. This mat is, I do have my basic blue yoga mat, which you might have seen on Instagram, from Hugger Mugger. This one happens to be from Gam, and I'll put a link in the bottom bar for both. I wanted to cover was food items. You are what you eat, but I love snacks as much as the next person. And if you watch my food blogs, you'll see a lot more health foods going up there shortly. So we're gonna leave some snackage. I brought this out. No, this wasn't my lunch because there's snacks in here. I just didn't want it to melt in the hot sun. I love the Santa Cruz Organic Peach Lemonade, and this is so scrumptious. I'm wearing a ton of lip products, so I'm not gonna drink directly out of this, but I love it. And one bottle generally lasts me a couple days, and each bottle only costs $2. I think it's because it is mostly water, so it's not something that you have to condense or anything like that. Unless you're somebody who hates thin drinks. I'm not one of those people. The Strawberry Mermaid, 67% cacao, Peruvian, single origin. This is vegan, soy-free, gluten-free, fairly traded in USDA organic. I love the mermaid. I love the Strawberry Mermaid 67. So good. I mean, I'm not even joking when I say it tastes like almost like chocolate covered strawberries. I don't know if you could see that little bit of strawberry in there. So dang good. For you adults, if you're under the age of 18, please tune out now. All right. I love Yellowtail Cabernet. This is the 2016 blend. Varietal. And it is a product of Australia. They were frequently known for the non-corkage. They were the screw top. I'm not sure if somebody complained. You can get these on yellowtail.com if you can't find them in your local grocers. Reds are vegan. Roses and whites are not. Now, I know that must be for Yellowtail. I know that must be irritable for some people who really appreciate a good, inexpensive, cheap vegan white. They are harder to come by than reds, and overall I would say get used to the taste of reds. They are heart healthier and provide more antioxidants. Do not drink liberally, I guess you could say. One glass here and there is not going to hurt you, but you know, you don't need to go through the whole bottle a night. What I like about the Cabernet is that it's simple. You can find this one around a lot. This one has blackberries, chocolate, and vanilla in it. I don't really care for Merlots. This one is a lot richer, so if you're somebody who's newer to reds, maybe check out the blends or the Merlot. Although note the wine name that comes first will be the wine that is most in the bottle. So if you're buying a blend, something to keep in mind, if it says Yellowtail Cabernet Grenache and you're somebody who likes Cabernet, maybe skip that bottle. Forgivable flavors. Sangria is good for beginners, and if you also don't like reds because you don't like stuff served at room temperature, I do recommend chilling this quite a bit in just your refrigerator or whatever, or serving it at a moderate temperature will make it more delectable, drinkable, and refreshing as well. But like I said, so many of us are still braving snowstorms, so maybe this is also a good thing to keep in mind. For something sort of to wind down. For my favorites, I sincerely hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you'd like to see more outdoor vlogs. I did get a 5-foot stand, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thank you for watching.